I'm going to go through a series of videos explaining what seasonal archetypes are within branding. I've got a free 3-day course that you can do and sign up, and it's really easy on the YouTube somewhere. But what this is going to do is just going to break it down. So I'm going to give you ideas of the look and feel. So I've just gone through with a client, like a questionnaire about like style, interior design, color, look and feel, and all that kind of thing. And we found out that she's a very strong spring type. And I thought, oh, that's very on point because it's spring right now and the equinox has just gone and we're in spring officially. I thought I'd do this video. I'm just going to show you the look and feel board, show you a few color palettes, and then I'm going to go through some Squarespace website templates that you could just jump off if a spring brand is what you feel identified to. A few things before we start. So what is a brand? A brand is a feeling, an emotional experience of you. If the brand is about you, it might be a company. So then it would be about the ice cream company or the beauty brand or the shampoo brand or whatever. It's an expression of your essence. It's an expression of your business essence. It's leaving a mark, making a mark. And actually it came from branding animals. So in England, where I'm from, or in the UK in general, you have so many sheep in spring and they're all branded in different colours. They've just got different colours just to show who they belong to, which farmer they belong to. So it's distinguishing you from others. A brand is distinguishing you from others. Your business communicates this essence with your dream clients. It's really important to get really honed in on what you want to project, basically. Its expression will come through color, typography, pattern, texture, photography style, tone of voice and personality, the way your copy comes out on your website and all that kind of thing. So what are the seasonal personality types? It stems from color psychology, but it's really more than just like red is power and green is organic and that kind of thing. It basically just gives you a boundary to work from so that decision fatigue is not a thing in a world of shiny objects and so many fonts to choose from and so many colors. And with all these tools at our fingertips, sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming and people tend to switch from brand to brand and get really confused. So by actually putting a box around it all and putting yourself in a box, it really helps with decision making. So in the end, you'll just get real clarity around like what textures you're going to use. So as soon as you need to choose a font, you'll be like, okay, I'm really clear. I'm a spring brand, so I'm going to go for these round, more naive, maybe hand-drawn fonts. And then hues, the color hues, pattern, photography style, typography, all that kind of thing. So there's 4 distinct seasonal personalities because we have 4 seasons: summer, autumn, spring and winter. And in this video, we're going to go into spring. So let's dive in. So this is just from my 3-day Find Your Seasonal Personality course. And this is a spring sort of poppy board. It's got lots of fun and playfulness. It's light, bright and clear. And the hues are mainly the hues of the colours are very clear, and some of them are pastels. So it's pastels and clarity. So pops of colour and pastels of colour. Here is a Pinterest board that I made for a client, and it was to give her direction for her photo shoot. And she came to love the teal of the sea and the pink of flowers generally around springtime. She really loved the idea of having these organic shapes just placed randomly on a page on a website. No boxes, just like organically overlapping and curves and all that kind of thing. Then, playful elements like these kind of cut out flowers and screen prints and blurry pictures that aren't sharp, and again, lots of flowers. And we've got these, which are again playful elements. So that's the look and feel of the springboard. And then we have some colour options that I did for her. So this is probably not as poppy as I'd like it. So I added in the teal, and that's quite a spring colour board. Here we have another one. So we've got the pastels and the pops of colour. And so it goes like that. And there's a little board that I made that feels very spring-like for her. So now I'm going to go into the Squarespace templates that you can use as a jumping board to build your own website. I'm going to do another video on how to build a website in like 10 minutes if you really wanted to, if you had all your copy ready and all that kind of thing. It's actually fairly easy with a template. But choosing the template is sometimes a bit of a headache. So categorizing like this is really helpful. The first step for you would be to sign up for the free 3-day email course on finding your brand colors. And that will go into the seasonal personality types, and you'll find one main one and then maybe a subordinate one sometimes. I mean, you'll probably relate to all of them, but you'll get a real clear first one. And then from there, I'll give you some guidance on how you can choose your templates. So this is the spring one. There's plenty more, but I've chosen about 4 or 5. So here we've got the Agaro, and it's bright. I mean, obviously you can change the colors to any of these, but actually I've chosen mostly these because they've got these inorganic feel to them. So they've got these little squiggly lines to highlight areas. They've got curved corners. They've got sort of little playful, elaborate things like this, and the circles like this. And they've got all these different shapes. It's all very sort of higgledy-piggledy, fun. There's like curves and shapes and different colors and things like this. So this to me is really fun. There is a rule in this whole system where actually you don't use true black or true white in any of the seasonal archetypes apart from winter, and you will learn about that in the free course or in one of the YouTube videos that I will upload. But it's not a hard rule. So that's one. I will put the links to all of these in the show notes. Show notes. Okay, so this one. So this is Tiz. Again, it's got the inorganic shapes. It's got the fun font. It does have squares here, and I might change that into more curved. But it's just very free. So the next template is the Meridian. I love this one. Again, it's got that colourful poppy kind of tones to it. It's got the circular buttons that move and animate. It's got these different elements to it, and it's just quite fun. Then we've got the Lexington. Again, no squares and quite a fun font. It's quite boxy for a spring brand, but for the font. But I'm more choosing the layout. It's quite fun and curved. And again, I might curve these if it was a spring brand as well. But sometimes it's nice to have a bit of boxiness with the curves. So it's got a lot of colour and curves and fun and play. And it's very vibrant. So the last Squarespace template would be the lorry. And it's a wedding one. And it's got a true white in it. So I might make it slightly toned down, the white, if I was working with a spring brand. But it's got a vibrancy to it, and it's got shapes, and it feels very playful and joyous to be there. So you'd have to translate every single one of these to your brand and your brand colours and the feel and your photography and all that kind of thing. But it's just a really, really good jumping off point for your brand. So I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the spring archetype for your brand. If you feel cool to do the free 3-day course, just sign up below. It's in the show notes and also in the top here. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment with your spring brand.